Welcome to BB Outdoors. In this series, I'm catching every species of fish in Ohio on hook and line. Thanks for tuning in as I bring you the rich aquatic biodiversity of Ohio to your YouTube feed by displaying all 181 species of fish found in the state. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, what's up guys? It's BB Outdoors. Spring has sprung. Ah man, I'm coming to you with a great new video. I added 3 new species in this video, but before I actually get into it, I just want to go over some of the timeline because it can get a little confusing. So the first clips you're going to see are from a fishing trip that I took back in mid-February, going out on the Great Miami River, just testing out my live scope, making sure everything was functioning well in my kayak. You'll see there's still snow on the ground. It was freezing cold outside, but in the winter you get out and do what you can do. The only good thing that came of that fishing trip, it was a horrible cold mess, but I did catch a new species, which is the Black Crappie, the Pomoxis nigromaculatus. It didn't have anything to do with the other fishing session, and I didn't make enough footage to actually make its own video. So to show you that new species catch, I'm gonna put it in here now. You can see it, we'll get on to the rest of the video. There we go, watched him eat that one. Oh, it's a big crappie. And actually, oh, that took a while. It is middle of February, but guess what? We managed to add a new species actually to the Every Species in Ohio challenge, the Black Crappie, the Pomoxis nigromaculatus. I believe that's species number 32. I didn't think I was going to be adding any new species today, but I was able to find a nice black crappie. Whew, looking for smallmouth, and this cold water, I'm watching them on the scope. They are extremely lethargic, but well, at least we're not skunks. We got a fish in the boat. I got about another hour until we're done, and hopefully we can catch something else. But I didn't expect to add a new species. No, can't say I'm upset about that. That's pretty cool. All right, now that you've seen that clip of the black crappie, we can get to the rest of the video. I just didn't have anywhere else to put that clip. It was a new species, didn't have enough for its own video, so I'm gonna shoehorn it in here. Sorry about it. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of BB Outdoors, and it is March 10th, 2026, currently 09:54 hours, and I'm out here in Loveland, Ohio, and I'm going to be attempting to add some more species to my challenge of catching every species of fish in Ohio at this creek, which I'm going to. There's scarlet shiners, a couple darters I don't have, including the variegate darter, Johnny darter, and multiple Cyprinella species that I've caught here before. So I'm not going to waste too much time. We're going to start with the micros, depending on how the microfishing goes. The reason why I'm choosing this creek actually is because every river and lake around here is blown out. We had tons and tons of rain, and I don't know if you can see the sky behind me, but we have tons and tons of more rain coming. But we have this little bit of a lull where, you know, the freestone headwater creeks are still fishable. They're still clear and fishable, so that's where the micros I think are going to come in. But you never know, we have the chance for stone rollers and suckers as well. But if everything goes well and I'm like, hey, you know, we're catching species or we're not catching species, something in me might want to take this down to the river and try to bottom fish for some suckers. So we'll see what happens, but thanks for tuning in, thanks for coming along with me, and I'm going to try to get fishing before this rain comes and blows me away. For those of you in the area, you'll know this has been a cold winter, but we are back to spring. And the nice part about all that rain I was talking about that we got is that rain was 60 degrees, super warm for this time of year. If you know your hydrology, once the water goes in form of rain and comes out, this water temperature, which was about 35 a week ago, should be significantly warmer now, especially now. I mean, I'm wearing, you know, the Crocs are on. The Crocs are on, so I'm expecting this to be a warm day. It's supposed to be 75, so we'll see. Well, you know, it doesn't look perfect, but I think it should be more than good enough. Let's see what we're working with. Well, this looks like a good a spot to set up as any. I'm already seeing some micros. Who knows what they were, but I think we're gonna let a night crawler sit out in this deeper area, and then in the meantime probe all these little spots for micros. Alright, and as always, we're starting with the split shot and Tanago setup. That's the bait we're using, and frankly that might be a little bit too big. We might have to downsize depending on what we find, but for any of your Cyprinellas or Campostoma, that should be fine. There's a darter over there, just hiding in the grass. Got him. It's a little fan-tailed darter. I think that's a fantail. Let's get him in the photo tank. If it's a fantail, the Ethiostoma flabellare, that is not a new species, as I've already caught him, and I've actually caught him in this watershed. But there's another darter that looks similar, and it's possible that it could be a slenderhead or some other Perkina, but looking at it, I'm gonna go ahead and just say that's a fantail. So not a new species, but hey, there's micros here and they're willing to eat. This water's way warmer than it was the other day, so let's hope we can find something new. Oh, what is that? Got him. Well, I got him and I pulled him into this. I meant to just drop him on the bank, but it looks like I dropped him in this little puddle here. Got him. What are you? It's another Ethiostoma flabellare, the fantail darter. Not what we're looking for. But there's a lot of those in here for sure. Oh, alright, well, let's keep looking. I got about an hour and a half left. Alright, I think I am gonna head to a different spot, but before I do that, because all I've caught was those two fantails, I am going to try around this really clear area, kind of unnamed headwater stream, and see if the micros are any better here where I can see a little bit better. So let's give this a couple minutes, see how it goes. And there are some Notropis. Looks like some shiners right there. Who knows, maybe they might be the scarlet shiners we're after. Or it might just be an endless stream of creek chubs, we'll see. Got one. This is something. This is actually something here. Let's get it in the photo tank and see what this is, because this might actually be that scarlet shiner. You know, it's funny, I actually had to buy, there's blue bags you see, there's microfiber bags. Technically, they are designed for sex toys, believe it or not. But they're microfiber, so they keep scratches off my acrylic photo tanks. All right, let's see what this is. All right, so the hook is out. Just taking a look at that. That's a Notropis. I can't tell if it's an emerald shiner or not, and these guys are kind of particularly frail. That might be a scarlet shiner, I don't know. Let me hit the books and see what we can get. So it's kind of a running theme with this challenge that I really, really dislike identifying Notropids, because they are very similar a lot of the time. I'm pretty sure, gun to my head, this is a silver shiner. That's the Notropis photogenis, but it could be the Rosyface Shiner, which is the Notropis rubellus. And I don't know exactly which one it is. I'm gonna have to go home and take a bunch of photos and determine exactly what this fish is but I'm not confident enough to make a field ID at this moment. I will be popping up on your screen in just a second to tell you what I actually identified this fish as, but either way, I think this is a new species. So I told you I'd be showing up on screen to kind of give an update on what exactly that fish is. So I consulted, when I got home, my Bible, right? The Daniel Rice and Brian Zimmerman Naturalist Guide to the Fishes of Ohio, the greatest $60 I've ever spent. Searching through that book and also making posts on Facebook so all of the fish nerds like me could take a look at this Notropis and share my pain and figure out what exactly it is. And they came back basically with exactly what I thought it was, which is a Notropis rubellus, the Rosyface Shiner. That made it species number 33 for my challenge. One of those Notropids, you know, get it out of the way. That's a pretty cool one to get. But yeah, I was not confident at the time. 100% certainty, I can now say that that fish was a Rosyface Shiner, the Notropis rubellus. Well, that's one new species that we have, but maybe catching a couple more of those same species down there in that school might give us a better idea of what exactly we're working with these mystery shiners. I'm 100% certain it's not an emerald shiner because it doesn't have that textbook emerald shiner, emerald color, right? It's got like almost like an orange stripe, sort of like the or orangish reddish stripe, sort of like the clinostomus do. But I don't see anything else that would indicate what it might be. But it's either the rubellus or the photogenus. It kind of has to be one of the two. Possibility for sand shiner, but I think it's... Ooh, I think I see a Cyprinella. Yeah, Cyprinella right there. Got him. What is this? Oh, it's a studfish? What the frick? What the hell? A studfish. That is crazy. Well, that is a studfish. That, or it's some sort of weird killifish. It's a fundulus, 1,000,000% that's a fundulus, but I'm not sure what kind of fundulus that is. I mean, the only fundulus I know around this area that gets anywhere close to this big is the Fundulus catenatus, the northern studfish, but that does not strike me as a northern stud. Okay, so apparently this is just a female northern studfish, and I had no clue that they were even in. These are an invasive species, and I had no clue that this creek even held a population of northern studfish to begin with. Well, that's another little discovery. Not a new species. I actually caught my northern studfish already, weirdly enough, but that is cool, and it shows there is some pretty serious biodiversity going on in the little pool of this creek. So we're going to keep trying because interesting stuff keeps coming up. What do we got here? It's another of these Notropis, and I think this one's different. This one's something else, because see that black spot on the tail? The other one did not have that. So take some more pictures and see which one this is. This might be a Cyprinella. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, the humidity is making this crazy difficult with the water that keeps condensing on my photo tank. But this is the first one I think I'm able to confidently ID as a brand new species. So I'm not sure what number we're on because I've caught the other one before, the other Notropis, that I wasn't really sure what it was. But this one, after looking at it, I know exactly what it is. This is a Spotfin Shiner, the Cyprinella spilptera. Cyprinella, right? It's a cyprinid. It's a pretty fish, so you want to give it the Cyprinella, right? Cyprinella spilptera. And the way that I know that this doesn't look like a lot of other Cyprinellas I've caught, and I've caught quite a few, but if you can see just on that dorsal fin, it's got a black spot. Now, I don't normally see that black spot on the tail. That's kind of what was throwing me off at first, but I'm almost 100% positive this is a Spotfin Shiner. Very, very, very cool. New species. We're definitely, 32, 33, depending on what the other one was. Probably 33, but this one is a new species, so we are chugging along with the micros. I'm going to take a picture of this. I think it's a female, but we're going to take a picture of this one and get her back, try to get a couple more. Well, that's going to be it for me today. We did add 2 new species, Mystery Shiner 1 and the Spotfin Shiner, the Cyprinella spilptera. So all in all, a pretty good spring day. It's still early, but I wanted to get a video out for you guys, and I wanted to keep adding species to the challenge because I haven't caught a new species since December, and it was eating at me. But hope we had a good little day microfishing. I know some guys might not enjoy the microfishing content as much as the rest, but don't worry, we're gonna have a lot of kayak tournament fishing coming up. Let's see, snake maybe? Nope. All right, well, I appreciate you guys watching. If you stayed to the end of the video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Like 90% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed, so hit that button, hit the like, comment, let me know you saw the video. Do you like the microfishing? Do you not like the microfishing? Kind of doesn't matter if you don't like it, because I got to fill out the species chart, right? But either way, had a good time out here, early spring. This is BB Outdoors, signing off.